So then guys, not the best news to hear about today. Apple are probably going to be increasing the prices of the iPhone 18 Pro and the iPhone 18 Pro Max on its launch. So that's right, today I want to go all the details over the iPhone 18 Pro and the iPhone 18 Pro Max release date and price, and also give you some other leaks too, some of the great features we expect to see with the new iPhone 18 Pro models. So to start with then, let's talk about this leak then about prices increasing. Well, the thing is, it's not really a leak, it's actually the truth here. Tim Cook was recently asked about the whole scenario, what's going on with saying this problem we have with RAM shortages and also storage NAND shortages too. And obviously he's confessed that it's causing Apple some problems. They have actually recently managed to mitigate some of these problems by kind of changing their tiering on sort of storage options. And in fact, we've seen this like with the Mac Mini, for example. The Mac Mini, you can't buy the 256GB model. We also saw this with the Mac Studio as well. Also, Apple also updated their MacBook line to push everything up to the next tier in their storage to help on costings there. So, you know, like the MacBook Air when it came out was 512GB instead of 256GB storage. The same with the MacBook Pro, that now only starts at 1TB of storage instead of 512GB. So things have actually changed here a bit. Apple have done some work to help each other out, or help you guys out with this, but it's just not been enough. Unfortunately, the price of RAM and the price of NAND storage has skyrocketed. And the main reason is, it's all of these AI companies building these massive AI data centers out there. We're talking the likes of Google, we're talking the likes of Amazon, we're talking the likes of Nvidia, and so many more, demanding, you know, all of this RAM, all of this, you know, NAND storage, that it's actually affecting the whole IT industry. It's not just Apple this is affecting. This is the main thing I want to talk about. It's not just affecting Apple, it's affecting the likes of Samsung, it's affecting the likes of Google, even on their Pixel phones, even though they're building data centers. It's going to affect Motorola. It's going to affect all those other companies out there because there's just a shortage, and that means prices are rocketing up. So that means then, sadly, it does mean that it looks like, as Tim Cook has said here, that their devices and products are going forwards. There's nothing now they can do. They're going to have to increase their prices. Now, I know some of you guys are going to say, well, they can eat into their profits, but don't forget with their profits as well, guys, that they do actually, you know, chuck it into the R&D and also other things, research, development, I don't know. The point is that you've got to make your shareholders happy. If you work in business, you will know exactly what I'm talking about here. They don't want to kind of, you know, cut out money, make people who put shares into the company lose out money, because obviously that means poor people pull out of it. You get the idea here. They don't want this to happen. So the only way they can do this is increase their prices. And like I said, other hardware companies are doing exactly the same. Samsung are doing this. Motorola are doing this. Google are doing this. Dell are doing this. HP are doing this. I could go on and on and on. All of them are being affected here. So it does mean that the iPhone 18 Pro and the iPhone 18 Pro Max is the possibility that this time it could actually start at 512GB of storage, what is really, really good news to hear. But with that too, the actual pricing could start $1,399 or even $1,499 for the baseline version with 512GB this time. Apple might scrap the 256GB to help out here. And we've seen them done this before. Like I said, they did this with the MacBook Air. They've done this with, like, say, the MacBook Pro with the pricing. That obviously they have increased the price, but they haven't made it as expensive as you got it for with that high amount of storage. And it looks like Apple could be doing something exactly the same here with the iPhone 18 Pro and the iPhone 18 Pro Max. So just be aware, the starting price could be $1,399 or $1,499. But if you are to get that, you're going to get probably the 512GB storage option with that. Now, I just want to make something clear there. That is the likes of the iPhone 18 Pro I'm talking about. The iPhone 18 Pro Max is probably going to be about another extra $100 to $150 more than that at its starting price because of this. But remember, you are at least getting 512GB. No one likes a price increase. No one likes what's going on right here. But like I said, everybody is affected by this. But after this, now let's talk about the actual release time or the release date, because we've got a bit of a picture now of when this is most likely going to happen. Now, obviously in the last, say, 12, 15 years, I don't know how long it's been now, Apple have released their iPhones primarily in September time. And it looks like this is going to be exactly the same scenario again this year around. There's no any kind of hiccups from looking like that is coming down the line for the iPhone 18 Pros this time. So it's all sounding good there. So most likely Apple are going to probably do an event on Tuesday the 8th or Wednesday the 9th of September. That is when they're actually going to announce these new iPhones. And most likely you'll be able to pre-order it just later on that week. So this will probably be Friday the 11th of September, and then you'll be able to probably get them a whole week later after that, and that would be the likes of September 18th. That's when we'll be able to get our hands on these new iPhones. This is what traditionally Apple do. They kind of announce it, a few days later you can pre-order, a week later you can get your hands on it. So this is looking like the release time, the launch time for the new iPhone 18 Pro and the iPhone 18 Pro Max. So these two tiny UGREEN accessories could replace the bulky chargers and power banks taking up space inside your everyday tech bag. This part of the video is sponsored by UGREEN, and first up is the UGREEN Nexo Air 65-watt charger. Despite its tiny size, it delivers up to 65 watts through its USB-C port, making it powerful enough to charge your iPhone, iPad, MacBook Air, and even many larger laptops. It is much smaller than a regular 65-watt charger, so it takes up hardly any room when traveling. Powered by UGREEN's latest GaN Infinity technology, it delivers high efficiency, lower heat generation, and stable charging over longer sessions. The UGREEN Nexo Air 65-watt charger is also the first product from any brand to receive TÜV SÜD S-grade certification for compact high power charging. Then, when you are away from a socket, there is the UGREEN's MagFlow Air Magnetic Power Bank 10,000 milliamp 15 watts. It supports Qi2 magnetic wireless charging up to 15 watts alongside up to 30 watts wired charging. You can even charge up to 3 devices at the same time, while the built-in cable also doubles as a convenient carrying strap. It also uses diamond cell technology with 13 layers of protection, making it safer and more reliable for everyday use. And for more information about both of these products right here, make sure you check out the details and link in the description below. So moving on from this then, let me now tell you about 5 big upgrades that I'm super excited for the iPhone 18 Pro and the iPhone 18 Pro Max. The first one is all to do with the colors, as you can see right here. I'm really excited that the space black is back. The black color is back, what's really good to see. We've also got a brand new color, what's like a dark kind of cherry. This is going to be like the flagship color, like the cosmic orange like we had with the iPhone 17 Pro Max. And we've also got this kind of blue. I'd say it's Sierra blue, but I would say on my dummy model I've got right here, it's ever so slightly darker than that. So maybe Apple might call it Sierra blue, or they might call it something completely different. We'll have to wait and see, but I'm really excited about those colors. Now, going on from this, the second big upgrade I'm super excited about is the new A20 Pro chip. Now, normally I don't get that excited about a chip because obviously we know it's always going to be faster every year because that's always what happens. But this time the chip is going to be completely redesigned from the ground up, but it's also going to be made on a 2nm process die. Now, a 2nm process die means that all the transistors and resistors get compacted in together closer, which gives us better efficiency and better performance. The efficiency is a big one because this means your battery life will last even better this time around than the iPhone 17 Pro Max. What is definitely the king for a 5,000 milliamp battery, or just around over that for the eSIM model. And yeah, it's going to be even better with that, because that also leads me onto the third big leak. We've also heard that the new iPhone 18 Pro and the iPhone 18 Pro Max is going to get a slightly bigger battery. Now, we've been told it's probably only going to be about 100 to 200 milliamps. Now, on paper, like I said, that doesn't sound a lot, but combined with that A20 A20 Pro chip, it's going to make a big difference. Trust me on this one. And in fact, that also does lead me onto the fourth leak, is that we're also going to get Apple's custom owned modem in this phone for the very first time. We've had their custom modem inside the likes of the iPhone Air and the E models right now, like the 16E and the 17E, and this is also coming now to the Pro phones. And this makes, you know, standby connectivity really efficient, far better than the Qualcomm one that they use right now, like in the iPhone 17 Pro and all the previous Pros for many years before. So this is going to be really exciting to see, because battery life again is going to be pushed out. But not only this, with that same chip, we're also going to get satellite connectivity. So this means for satellite connectivity, you'll be able to connect to the internet wherever you are, not just SOS calls. You'll be able to connect to the internet in the jungle, in the desert, anywhere in the world. This is going to be absolutely amazing to have. It's probably not going to be the fastest internet connection, but at least it allows you to browse the web, maybe stream music, and maybe, you know, stream a video on a low quality, as it were, 480p, 540p, something like that, or potentially even 720p with a really good signal. But this is just the start, remember. So this is going to be really excited that we're going to have this connectivity wherever you are. So I really am looking forward to that. But the last big leak that I'm really excited about for number 5, and that is all to do with the main camera sensor on the back of this phone. We've been heard that the main sensor is going to be upgraded to actually have a variable aperture for the very first time. This means instead of a digital aperture, this is going to help out. This is going to help out with focusing. It's also going to help out with light range as well. So if you're a really bright day or a really dark day, it's going to help make your pictures look even more crisper, and also your focal length can also be done. So if you're taking that portrait picture, you might be able to control more of that sort of background kind of blur better, or even the other way around, if you want to get more of the background sharper and the people in front, you know, more duller, or, you know, a bit more softer there, you'll have much more control than the digital control that we have right now. So this is going to be super exciting to actually have this also on the iPhone 18 Pro models. But really, guys, that is the latest and greatest. I'd love to know your thoughts. What do you think about this pricing issue? I know no one wants a, you know, an increase in price here, because, you know, no one wants that. But at the same time as well, everyone in the world is affected by this. What are your thoughts on it? I'd love to know in the comments below. And on that note as well, guys, time to wrap up the video too. So if you have enjoyed watching it, please do press the like button. As always, if you want to hear the latest Apple news, reviews and comparisons, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell. Until next time, guys, I'll see you really soon. Take care. Bye bye.